We've looked at map for a bit now, so I want to give you a better idea of where the map helper is used in practical programming, so for applications that we're actually going to build on a day-to-day basis. Map is by far one of the most commonly used array helpers for front-end web development. So let's look at a very particular use case here. In development of complex web applications, you're going to find that a lot of the job ends up being just rendering lists of data. So I can't tell you the number of web apps that I've worked on where the primary goal was to essentially just render a list of data. And in that realm, you could think of, say, Reddit, Facebook, Instagram. They're all just rendering lists of data. That's all it is. So here's kind of a practical example of that. On the right-hand side, we can kind of imagine this might be something like Facebook. Perhaps I've got a sequence of posts from all my different friends. And at the top, I'll see my friend's name, the content of whatever they posted, and maybe their image off to the left-hand side. To get some data to show, to actually show on the screen to get the posts, we might load some amount of data from our backend server, which would be maybe like an array of objects, where each object represents a single post. And so maybe an individual post object, which is this kind of friend update right here, has a property like friend post.name and content and image or something like that. This would be a perfect use case of the map helper. I want to take each object representing a post, I want to transform it in some fashion and produce some HTML to show on the screen. I could use the map helper for that to great effect. So when I map over the post array, I'm not going to mutate the existing array, right? I'm not going to change the post array. I don't want to just randomly stick some HTML in there. Instead, for each friend update or for each post that I have, I'll read the update. I'll say, okay, who made the post? What is the image? What's the content? And I can produce some amount of HTML to place on the screen for that individual post model. All right, with a better idea of how map helper is used in an actual programming environment, let's continue on with some exercises around map in the next section.